Hi guys, so for this video, I'm going to be showing off 8 insanely useful creative drills that you can use to improve your mechanics. Now, just like the video I made about 3 months ago, I'm going to be showing off different building and editing exercises that I highly suggest you master. All of them are fairly new techniques, and all of them are extremely useful in game. Basically what I'll do is show the clip of the pro player I learned it from, explain to you guys how to do it and why it's useful, and then show how I would practice it in creative. This video is especially going to be useful for all you guys who just switched to keyboard and mouse. I've gotten a lot of comments from people who say they just switched, so this video is technically for you guys. Don't worry though, because a lot of it is still very advanced, and even if you're a pro yourself, I promise you, you will learn from it. So with all of that being said, let's get right on into it. Alright, so up first, we're joined on board with the man himself, Faze Mongrel. This kid is my favorite player to watch. He's essentially getting pushed, playing pretty defensively. When he pulls out the move, I want you guys all to learn. That was it right there. Here it is in slow motion. All he's doing is putting a ramp and wall up, editing out of the back of his 1x1, making another 1x1, and then cutting the ramp in half, obviously for a right-hand peek. This is an even better example of it. I'm telling you, Mongrel uses this all the time to turn defensive situations into offensive ones. Here he's getting pressured, he goes for the shot, edits the ramp in half after he edits backwards, and he's basically defused the situation. The person I learned this from was a guy named Resub. He made a whole box fighting video about Mongrel. All you do is, as your opponent pressures this wall in front of you, you wait for your opponent to break it, go for the shot and the wall replace. You don't want your opponent getting it that easily. However, because there is an opportunity for your opponent to take it, you want to immediately turn around like this, build a ramp over your head, edit outside of your 1x1, build another one, and then take your ramp and edit it back into a right-hand peek. Now you have 2 layers of protection, potentially 3 if they do not get the wall. That way, say your opponent does get this wall, right, you get a nice shot off for maybe 30 damage. You could still protect yourself with this ramp and turn that situation into a nice right-hand peek. From your opponent's POV, they're obviously going to take damage from that first shot. However, they're going to get the wall, maybe go for an edit like this, and all they'll see is this ramp, when out of nowhere, it gets edited back, and all they can do is reset the wall as quickly as they can. Say my opponent's pressuring me, boom, boom. It's that easy. Second move is from my other favorite pro player to watch, SEN Bugha, right about here. That move right there, the fake cone, little edit out to the side as well. It is such a sick and simple move that I believe he gets the kill from. There it is right there. In case you missed it, all it is him editing the cone up, editing a wall out to the side. This time, I guess he wanted to go for a little fake because he reset the cone. Either way, he still went right back out to the side and got nice piece control on his opponent. That guy had no idea where Bugha was. I love this move because, as you'll see in a minute, Bugha uses it both offensively and defensively. Here's the offensive part. Nice little fake out, still maintaining pressure. Then in this instance, he kind of messes up, but it does not matter because that move bails him out. It gives him the time he needs to shockwave away and stay alive for the fight. The technique itself is to build a cone right in front of your opponent's wall, hit it once, then immediately edit the 2 front tiles of the cone up like this, and follow that up by building a wall out to your right or left. Bugha prefers the left, editing the top left or top right corner, that way you have space to move around. Then either building a wall and some cones for piece control, that's the calc and reet move I showed, or which Bugha loves to do, is reset the cone and maintain pressure on that wall. So full speed, he will come down on a cone, hit it, edit up like that, edit to the side, either piece control or sit right here, reset, and either shoot the wall or pickaxe it. Easy, easy, easy. Now, why this move is so useful is that it pretty much throws your opponent off at every step. The first part, they're going to go for a quick edit on you because you're just standing there, while when they do, you're going to edit your cone up like that, the shot's going to get blocked. Or say they go and try to get piece control, you already have this wall claimed. Bugha always makes sure to build this wall, or this one, right after he edits the cone up. That way, even if he gets coned and walled up like I showed, he can come out, piece control that way, or just sit right in the middle and have this nice right-hand peek. So however you use this move from whichever side, make sure you work on it ASAP. Move number 3 is from Mitro. You can tell by the really loud keyboard. He just did it right there. You can see how easy he made that kill look. 17k arena point game, and he makes these guys look like absolute bots. I technically showed this in my piece control video. It's this high wall you throw up that nobody ever expects. This time it allowed him to wall off his opponents, get piece control from the top and the sides. The wall did not block his opponent off per se. However, it did allow him to get further piece control, which won him the fight. That guy was not the greatest player. Here is another clip, this time from Reet. I believe he uses the technique 1, 2, 3. There it is again. He just loves this high wall. And you can see his opponent is boxed up. That's how easy piece control is with it. He did it again right there. It indirectly leads to the kill. Now, the reason why I love this little high wall, little flick you do, is because it's useful for 2 different reasons. One is, say your opponent is trying to ramp over you. You could use it to go through the ramp and block them. The way Reet uses it, however, is to basically build someone else's wall before they do. That way he can edit it open and establish piece control on the guy either trying to ramp up, trying to get a shot on him. It's a really simple high wall. It can be 1 wall above you. If you're crazy, it can be 2 like that. I'm telling you right now, nobody ever expects these walls. If you're wondering how you should practice it, you kind of just want to incorporate throwing high walls kind of everywhere. Say you're in a box, you edit out, boom. Boom. Whenever you're ramping at someone, do not get into the habit of trying to ramp over them. Instead, throw that wall up. Even just normally as you build, you always want these high walls everywhere. I promise you, you will catch someone in them. You just need to master them. Just about halfway through, we have another mongrel technique. This is not a new one. It's just something a lot of people are doing wrong as mongrel freaks out over a kill. I want to see how many of you guys in the comments can guess what he does wrong here. Seeing build for the Mongrel Classic, but it's not an optimal one. Do you know why? Well, as Resub also pointed out in his video, way too many people, including myself, are doing Mongrel Classics on the left side, like Mongrel does here, and that is not good. You're giving your opponent a right-hand peek for no reason. Even Mongrel himself is doing the Mongrel Classic wrong. I originally was not going to include this because everyone knows how to Mongrel Classic now, but then I kind of realized that I always do it on the left side. That is not good. My opponent has a beautiful right-hand peek on me. If you're like me, please start practicing it the right way by positioning on the right, or at least the center half, and editing on the bottom right, or maybe even the top right. I'm actually pretty bad at it. Oh my gosh. I've been doing it on the left side for so long that it's just built into my muscle memory. So I know this one was shorter and simpler than the other ones. Don't lie right now. How many of you guys have been doing this wrong? Like Mongrel himself was doing it wrong, and I just did it wrong. Come on. Right side Mongrel Classics. Right hand peek. Do not be like Jerian or Mongrel. Practice on the right side. Technique number 5 is another simple one. It's probably the most useful one I'll show. Mitro is about to pull it off. Oh my gosh. He had to stop and clip it. Notice he lets his opponent get his cone. He edits the floor. And right as the guy edits up, 220 headshot along with some walls for piece control. Before you say anything about how I showed this in Season 6, that's not the actual drill. I want to show one more example of it before we get to that. There it is again. He got the piece control. That's why the piece control is important. We're concerned about the piece control and the actual peak. Just like Mitro, you want to let your opponent take your cone. All you want is possession of your floor. Probably put a cone down, that way they cannot ramp over you. Then when the time is right, edit it up. Either go for the shot first, then establish piece control with these 2 walls, or you can establish piece control first, edit that front wall that they'll be in front of, place a ramp and some cones, and finally go for the shot and get the kill that way. From what I've seen, Mitro seems to go for the shot first and immediately build these 2 walls. I would say just practice both ways. When you're up against a really good opponent, go for that piece control first. Just let it be known that Mitro goes for the shot first, and he's the pro. I guess you can always get piece control after, right? Building technique number 6 is pretty much the only high ground technique you'll ever need to use in game. Bugha whips it out right here. It's really simple. Basically a protected 180, even though he technically did not do a 180 there. It's almost like counter piece control. So you see here, he builds the cone, wall, ramp, floor, side wall as well. He claims everything as he goes up for height. I'm not sure if Bugha has a favorite retake per se. He uses this one so often. Free building in creative, there it is. There it is again. I promise you, if you watch him for 5 minutes, just in creative, he will do it about 30 times. That technically counts as it right there as well. This is almost like a weird combination of the high wall and the first trick we saw where Bugha does that cone edit and establishes counter piece control, aka piece control, where he can edit out to the side and not get piece controlled by the guy on the inside. This time, it's with a retake that I'm about to teach all of you. At a base level, all the creative warriors should know this. You're doing a 1-jump 180. If you don't have this down, practice it. This is very basic. After this, you throw a ramp out, a cone, put that wall up. It's basically a high wall. Then you're going to edit through, place a floor and wall. That way, nobody can piece control you. And finally, choose which direction you're going to go. I go left. You're going to build a wall there, edit that out, and then you could finish it however you want. You could do an elevated cone jump. You can throw a wall here and keep going up. You have a ton of different options. You don't always have to come out to the side like that. That's the safer way in case anyone gets inside your box. You could edit like that. If you watch other pros though, a lot of the time, they'll catch people inside here and edit like this, so they won't go that way. Or if they're already above the guy, they'll edit down on him like that. I'm not kidding when I say this is the only retake you need for actual games. Also, I just realized it is a counter to the Reet high wall, because if Reet tries to wall you off, you're gonna say, no, I watch itsJerian. Then you come and kill Reet, you win the World Cup, all from this video about a simple building and editing drill. Feels good, man. Second to last building technique is kind of a troll one, but it low-key might be overpowered. You saw it right there. One of my friends, Kytrex, who won the mobile FNCS, he sent me this, and he swears it is the most broken technique. You build a door, you jump up on it, and it gets you high ground without making any sound, without wasting any other builds. I'm telling you, it's broken. Those clips are from Kytrex's friend named Jace. And as you saw, all you do is edit a door on the backside of your 1x1, jump up on it, and then jump up on the top of it. You basically don't make a sound. I think this move has potential, boys. You might even be able to use it with Mongrel's move. Shoot. Boom. Probably would not be that effective if the guy is right on your wall. However, in a big trio fight, your opponent cannot see you at all. You're just chilling right here. You just gotta master the quick door jump. This was nothing like any of the other moves I showed, but you guys are always asking for new techniques and new tricks. If you get a kill with it in arena or a tournament, send it to me on Twitter. I want to see people utilizing this move. I'm so quick with it. Final clip is a really short one, no audio because Bugha is playing some Juice WRLD. It's a pretty nice kill. What I want you guys to pay attention to though is his movement. His movement is absolutely ridiculous. The entire time he has eyes on the target and he's on keyboard and mouse, remember that. He's moving to the side, double movement, as he builds, as he edits, as he establishes piece control. He's moving to the left because of his double movement binds. If for some reason you guys do not have your setup, you just want something that is not on your ring finger for your move left key. I have left alt here, which I hit with my thumb. Then for move right, you want the opposite, so you do not want that on your left index finger. I put it again on my left thumb. I have it on C, but I'm not too good with moving right. Here's what it looks like. You can see I'm strafing to the side. I can build because none of my major building binds are on my thumb. Move right is a little more awkward. I'm not too good at this. I also have to avoid the storm coming in. And all you want to do is just start building and practicing your double movement binds. Do everything you're already good at. Stuff like tunneling, high ground retakes. Utilize your double movement while you do these things. With enough practice, you can get Bugha level. He is insane, way better than I am. Papa Jerian's orders. Overall guys, those are 8 extremely useful building drills to practice in creative. I promise you right now, all of them will definitely improve your mechanics, as well as just be helpful to use in real fights. Let me know down below which was your favorite, as well as any I may have left out. On top of that, if you enjoyed the video, do be sure to drop a like, subscribe to the channel somewhere down here, and to turn on my post notifications. Shout out to everyone on the screen for using code JERIAN. I appreciate each and every one of you. We're nearly at 1 million subscribers, which is crazy. I need some ideas what to do for the 1 million subscriber special. Drop some ideas down below. Otherwise, that's it from me, and I will see you guys in the next one. Later.